Okay guys, this is how you start a works cited page. The first thing you do, as always, is you're going to title it. So we're going to first go up and center it. This is the button you do that on. So what you would say, you would either write a works cited page, work cited, or if you were doing an annotated bibliography, you would write Annotated Bibliography. Okay, pretty simple. Next thing we want to do is we want to make sure our spacing is correct. Spacing always needs to be double spaced. So I just set the double space, that's this button right here, the line spacing. Okay, in general, before we start, we also need to make sure that our font is correct. It should be Times New Roman is the normal typical font for this. Okay, so now we have it set up. It's double spaced. The font is actually also needs to be set at 12 point. Okay, so now we are set to start our annotated bibliography. Now the difference between an annotated bibliography and a works cited page is this. An annotated bibliography also has a summary of the article. A works cited page just has the citation. That's the straight out difference. For our class, we're doing an annotated bibliography for our articles of the week. So starting out for this one, let me just pick one. This one right here is called 5 Reasons Why People Share Fake Photos During Natural Disasters. The author is A.J. Willingham. Publication is CNN.com. The date is September 8th, 2017. So before we even start, what we need to do is set up the formatting for it. We need to take this little button, it looks like a little pointy thing and a bar on top. We're going to move it all the way over to here where it's 0.5. So we're going to take it over to 0.5. Now that automatically sets everything going right here. We don't want that. We just want the every line except the first line to be indented. So what we do is you take the top bar now. Now it can separate and bring that back to 0. See that? 0.00. Now to set up to automatically have the first line not indented, but every other line after that indented, which is what we want for a works cited page. So let's get started. The first thing we do is do the author's last name first. So we type that in, Willingham. We always put a comma, and then we put the first name. This one just has initials, so we're going to go capital A, capital J, period. Now there's always a period after the author, but since we already automatically have one, you just have the one. Next we put in the title. We need to put those in quotation marks. So start quote, and then we make sure with our title we capitalize all the important words, any words that aren't an, things like that, or unless it's at the beginning of the article. So 5 reasons why people share fake photos during, I spelled that wrong, D-U-R-I-N-G, natural disasters. Okay, it needs to end with a period and then end quote. Next, because this is typed, the publication needs to be italicized. So I take our mouse, we go up to this I. This means italics. You can also do the command I as well for this. So it's in italics. This is CNN.com, CNN.com. Now, notice how automatically we went to the second line and indented it. That is because we set up our formatting like this. Now, going on, if this was handwritten, you should underline this because you can't really do italics in handwriting. But since we don't have handwritten, it should be in italics. We're going to take off our italics, then we're going to put a comma. There's always a comma after the publication. and a space, and then we put the date. The date is set up very specifically, not what we consider traditional American dates. It's set up like this. So it's the day, so 8, the month, September, and the year, 2017, and a period at the end. Now, what makes this an annotated bibliography is that there is a summary of the article. So this might be something along the lines of, there are often a lot of fake stories and photos that happen after natural disasters. Some people do it on purpose, but many people see the photo and share it because they think they're helping. Okay, so that is now an annotated bibliography because I put a little summary of the article after it. Now next, we're going to put 2 more on here. So the next article I'm going to put on here is called Attention students, put your laptops away. This one does not have an author. So what we do is we make sure that it is started with the title of the article instead. Now this title starts with an A. A is in the alphabet before W. So we have to go up to Willingham. We're going to push return or enter. We're going to go up to that space, and we're going to start our next article citation. We're going to start with the quotes because when you don't have an author, you just don't put it in and you start in the normal place. So it's attention students, colon, put your laptops away, period, end quotes. Now, the publication, I'm going to put in italics. This is npr.com, so npr.com. We're going to put a comma after it because after publications we put a comma. And then we put our date set up in the new way, which is the date of the month, so 17, then the month, April 2016. Now this is where I would also put in a summary. Oopsie. Notice what I did. I didn't take off the italics. So what you can do to fix that is you highlight it and then you unclick the italics. And now everything is set up correctly with the italics. Then this is where you would put your summary of the article. Okay, last one we're going to do. We're doing this one because it's a little different. It has 2 authors. The first author's name is Jackie Waddles. There's a second author. It says Anne Selena Larson. So we need to have this alphabetical by last name and the first author's last name, which is Waddles. So it's W-A. That means I'm going to put a return here, and I'm going to put it right in between because W-A comes before W-I and it comes after A. Basic alphabet. So Waddles, W-A-T-T-L-E-S, comma, her first name J-A-C-K-I-E. And then this is kind of weird. We're going to put the word and then the first and last name of the second author. S-E-L-E-N-A, Larson. and then we're going to put a period. Next, we're going to put the title in quotes. Quotes is how the Equifax data breach happened. And if there's a colon, yes, you do have to put the colon because the article title is not finished yet. So what we know now. We're going to put a period and end quotes. We're going to put a space. We're going to start the italics again. And we're going to put the publication, which is cnn.com. We're going to take off the italics. We're going to put our comma. And then we're going to put the date, which is September 16th. So we're going to do it 16 September 2016, period. You might wonder now, why do we put the date like that? The main reason we put the date like that is so that if we did it the other way, if we instead put September 16th, 2016, you have to put a comma here because you want to make sure that these numbers are separated very obviously, and they can be really kind of smushed together if you don't do this. So the new MLA 8 formatting has you put the 16 before the September in 2016. So that is basically how you do an annotated bibliography. So this is where you would put your summary of the article. Okay, that's it. Now, as we go along and you put more articles in, they should be done and put in by alphabetical order according to either the author's last name, or if there is no author, you put it in by the title of the article. That's it. Good luck.